Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Even though I know there's going to be a percentage of the community that always views me as the champion far before the champion existed, Mr. Negative, I try to be as objective as possible and call it like I see it. I've tried to say, even though the one Cyber Week offer that I refused to purchase for 5,000 units, the 5-star Relic Crystal, even though I'm not a fan of relics and I think they're more inconvenient and annoying than they are game-changing and exciting, I've talked to several of you behind the scenes that say, Prof, that's because you aren't good. And if you were good, relics would help you. You also don't understand what they do for other champions. And while I can respect that opinion and I can respect the people who think it, personally, for me and my experience in the game, if relics went away and were never a thing, I would be happy. Ascension, I feel like I'm going to feel very different about, and who knows, maybe someday. I didn't think that I would care about 6 stars, and for a while I didn't, My 5-star Blade was way better than my 6-star OG Captain America. But 7 stars might one day feel like I did about 6 stars. But right now, even though I have well over, in theory, a 7-star basic worth of crystal shards, even though, who knows, with Kabam's inflation of 6-star dual class crystals, they might want to charge, 15,000 shards for a 7-star basic crystal. I also hate the design. It looks to me like there was a game or a game show on Nickelodeon growing up called Global Guts. It reminds me of a piece of the Aggro Crag. I don't know how many of you are going to get that reference. Hopefully somebody out there nods their head and is like, yeah, Prof, I can see it. I can see it. So with that being said, I just finally explored, and it took almost no items, which is why it's so fun to wait until you have rank 4 6 stars. The Arachnid Action variant finally got this thing 100%. And let me tell you, it used to be with Cosmic Champions, it was like, okay, I guess I'll use Venom, but I can't use the Restoration Kit Synergy. So Suicides really hurt me, and that's part of the reason why I was like, I don't want to just burn through items to beat something. But now with Hercules, oh yeah, Hercules just mocked this content as he does pretty much all content he can do. With that being said, the only variant that I still haven't completed is Ultron's Assault, of which I finally just did the first chapter. And let me tell you, again, rank 4 6-star Colossus, where I remember I used to bring in like rank 5 4-star Gambit. Boy, the difference is amazing. But to talk about how far we've come in the game since years ago that first variant content was released, this is what popped up. 4 hours, $10. Not units. $10 cash for 4 Grandmaster crystals. Where, yes, because it's a Grandmaster crystal, the drop rate, I actually think it was much worse than this one came out first, but still 5% for a 5-star. And we as a community, when this first came out, said it was a fair deal. Because it was, right? This would be like getting, I guess, but even now, think about that. If you were to pay $10 for 4 Cavalier specialty crystals, both skill and mutant in this case, for the first 2 classes that you could use in that first chapter, do you think for $10, like cash? No. But this is where we were years ago. And I think because we always focus on the future in this game, sometimes we don't do enough about recognizing how far we've come in the past. And for those of you who are saying, yeah, but people still might actually want this for $10, just remember the daily special now. Not just because of my favorite personal thing, which is, of course, the stamp cards. But for $5, half of what the price of that Grandmaster variant unlock special was, you get fully formed Tier 4 basic, 25% of Tier 4 class catalyst fragment, and most importantly, a Grandmaster Nexus with the same 5% drop rates. Only it's like getting 3 crystals and you choose the path of 1. Now, you're probably still going to get 3 stars. So I'm not saying that it's going to like break your account, though sometimes people get like a 5-star Hercules out of that, and then that entire argument goes out the window. But this is where we are now in 2022, where I think, level 5 players can see this? Level 5 players who will not have a roster or skills, unless you want to use Unit Man, to clear that first variant path anytime soon, and yet you have way, way better value for half the price for this new daily special than you had for this breaking offer that you only got 4 hours to purchase, because it's such a good deal. We can't give you even 24 hours to purchase it. We'd lose money. So yeah, it's amazing to see how far the game has come. I felt compelled to make this video because I wanted to just shout out Kabam for making better deals, because it's been a better way for them to generate money, and it's been a much better pro player move for us to have guaranteed value. So it's been a win-win, and on this day, I think we should celebrate that.